guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with grief and loss during the holiday season. Hey guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday. I'm Bonnie Kelly, and today we are talking about something really kind of heavy, but I think a lot of people are experiencing during this time of year. So whether or not you're dealing with the loss of someone recently or in the past, and it could just be the loss of relationships, whether that's conflict created or, just time or separation or even a big move where your family's not able to be around or it's just not all united as usual this time of year. And so when we experience things like this, it's very easy to have our hearts consumed with sadness during a time where it's supposed to be consumed with joy. And so today I wanted to share with you a couple different tips and tools on how to help you really kind of move through this holiday season as best you can and not have this grief and loss consume you all the way through. So let's dive into the very first one, which is set realistic expectations with yourself. It's okay to feel happy one minute and sad the next. I think this is important to recognize that when you're dealing with grief, that your emotions are going to be all over the map. One second you're going to be happy, another second you're going to be sad, you're going to be laughing and crying in the same sentence, and that's okay. You should really set realistic expectations of yourself and allow yourself to feel the emotions as they are flowing through your life. So be sure to just give yourself some space and allow yourself to be abnormal this time of year, because normally you might be able to handle it a little better, and this time maybe not so much, and that's okay. All right, let's get into my second tip, which is try to avoid canceling. Connection is key. I think this is really important. I know it's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of you who are struggling at this time of year to want to cancel your annual parties or not attend those different events and gatherings and meetings that you've been so graciously invited to. It's really important that you try to avoid canceling. When we're dealing with grief, when we isolate ourselves, guess what ends up being all of what we feel? More grief. But when we're connected to other people, when we're out there in our community, when we are around others, you can't help but feel a little bit higher of a vibration. And that's typically why we want to avoid it when we're struggling. But it's the last thing that you need is to be alone. So do yourself a favor and get out there, go to those different events. Even if you're only showing up like half as awesome as you normally would, show up anyways. And I promise you, it'll help start to feel a little bit better. All right, let me get into my next tip, which is focus some time and energy on giving to those who have less than you do. Another really powerful technique is to give to people who have less than you do. When you're feeling really sad or you're feeling alone, I promise you, you're not alone. There are tons of organizations and nonprofits that are out there that really need your help this time of year. And when you go get involved in helping homeless people have food for a holiday, you're going to get lost in that experience of being with them, and it's hard. You won't feel the grief and it won't consume you as much because you're doing something that is really good in honoring your community. So try to spend a little bit of time and energy this season giving to local nonprofits or homeless shelters or the Salvation Army. Go ring that bell for a little while and see how gracious people are in giving. I promise you that is a great technique to kind of help boost your spirits this holiday season. All right, so this leads me to my fourth one, which is create a new tradition or ritual that accommodates this new situation. I think this is a great example, and I want to actually take it from my dear friend and assistant, Cassandra. So Cassie, for many of you who know or have been following us for a long time, she lost her 3-month-old son to SIDS on Christmas Eve many years ago. And so for her, she has this great tradition that every Christmas Eve or around the Christmas time frame that her family or friends or just her goes and decorates her son's tombstone. They put up a tree, they toast, drinks, or they just decorate it out. It's decked to the halls every single year. And that's a tradition that she developed to really embody this new situation. So for you, that could be just creating an ornament every year to honor the person that you lost, or creating a party where you make cookies with your neighbors and friends, or going to donate some of your time to the homeless shelter every single, let's say, Christmas Eve or the week before Christmas. There's so many different ideas on how you can create a ritual that's going to maybe honor the person you've lost or honor the new situation and circumstances that you're dealing with. All right, this leads me to my fifth tip, which is stay off or limit your social media time. All right, now this is going to be a little bit more tricky for all of you out there. I know you're probably watching this video on social media. So it's hard to think like, why should I limit my time? Well, if you're dealing with sadness, what do you think is going to make you sadder? Seeing how happy everyone else is. And social media is notorious for only showing you glimpses and moments of people's life that are filled with joy. So you might want to limit some of your time on those platforms this time of year and fill that space with other things like music or watching funny movies or spending time with friends that might bring you a little bit more joy than that 15 minutes of scrolling through looking at everyone else being happy and you feeling sad that you're not. So you maybe want to limit that time. All right, this leads me to my sixth and final tip for today, which is stop apologizing for your grief. Now, this is a big one. It is so easy when you're in a conversation with someone and you're laughing one second and crying the next to continuously be like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Don't apologize for that grief. People around you understand. They know that this is difficult for you this time of year. And it's okay that your emotions are going to be all over the map. And you might just explain to them, I'm just dealing with my grief right now. It's just how I'm feeling. People get it. So stop apologizing for what you feel and allow those feelings to just ebb and flow. I promise you that this pain that you're feeling is temporary and life is going to continue to go on and there's going to be other moments of opportunities for joy. So I do truly hope that this helps a little bit brighten your holiday spirits if you are dealing with some kind of loss or grief this holiday season. So now it's your turn. Now, if you've watched this video to the end, this is a long one. I would love to hear your comments and tips, so please comment below. Let other people who are watching this and reading this see how your ideas on how people can overcome this or how you've overcame moments of grief in your life as well. And don't forget to share this video with people that you know could use a little bit pick-me-up this time of year. All right, until next time, I'm Bonnie Kelly. Hey guys, did you enjoy this video? I sure hope you did. It was a long one, but a good one. So I just want to invite you to our 2-day event that is coming up the first weekend in February. If you want to kick off this new year with a new mindset and a new attitude, then you absolutely have to be at our 2-day event at the first weekend in February in Sacramento, California. I'll be there and I hope to see you there as well. Don't forget, early bird pricing ends second week in January, so make sure to snag your ticket. Space is limited. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye.